The best monitors for video editing are necessary to cut, resequence, and color grade your video masterpieces. Not just any monitor will do for an intricate and intensive creative workload. Those video clips need to be reproduced accurately so that they translate well to other screens and medians. Number 1. BenQ SW321C PhotoVue. It's not hard giving the BenQ SW321C PhotoVue the top spot. Not only does it boast a nice 32-inch panel and a sharp 4K resolution, but it also boasts 99% Adobe RGB, 95% P3, and 100% sRGB color gamut, as well as delta E less or equal to color accuracy that lets you see your work the way it's supposed to be seen. It also has just about all the ports you could need, allowing you to connect multiple sources, as well as an SD card reader, something we don't often see on many monitors. On test, we found that on top of the SW321C's great color spaces and accuracy, it's also incredibly uniform across the whole screen. And, while you're admittedly paying a lot for it, the fact that it's incredibly feature-rich means that it's actually a great value for video editors. Of course, it's not perfect, as we pointed out in our BenQ SW321C PhotoVue review. The build and ODS controls aren't very intuitive. However, the monitor somewhat makes up for that with the inclusion of a hotkey pot, a USB hub, and an affordable price tag. For a professional-grade monitor, round out what is an almost perfect monitor for video editing. Number 2. Asus ProArt P348CGV. Those trying to save money are no longer hard-pressed to find a great alternative thanks to the Asus ProArt P348CGV. This may be an affordable video editing display, but it's certainly not a budget one when it comes to performance and features, and it might just be the ideal monitor for you, especially if you're dipping your toes in different creative industries. Content creators and video editors will love its superb factory-calibrated color accuracy delta E and LT2, as well as its 100% sRGB and 98% DCI P3 color gamuts. Meanwhile, game designers will appreciate its 120Hz refresh rate and FreeSync Premium Pro support. On top of those, you're also getting USB-C connectivity with 90W power delivery. It's slightly held back by that 1440p resolution and relatively low pixel density. However, if you're just starting your content creation journey or you have a limited budget, this is an impressive monitor made specifically for creatives, which means it's just as great for photographers and graphic designers as it is for video editors and filmmakers. Number 3. Eizo ColorEdge CG319X. Designed for creative professionals doing pro work with no scope for errors, the Eizo ColorEdge CG319X might just be the ultimate monitor for video editing thanks to its unmatched performance and rare self-calibration feature. We found it to be a truly superlative display. The only downside is that it has a price to match, which is really the only reason why it isn't topping this list. Despite its uninspired design, there's a lot that video editors will love here. Its range of broadcast and cinema presets, including RAC 2020 and DCI P3 with 98% color coverage for one, make it an excellent choice for most types of creatives. We also found the color accuracy to be top-notch during our testing, as noted in our Eizo ColorEdge CG319X review, and the wider DCI 4K 4096x2160 resolution works beautifully for filmmakers shooting in this format, letting them see the original footage at 1 pixels no matter what format you might switch it to during editing. Best yet, it boasts a self-calibration system built in, with a sensor automatically checking its accuracy periodically and correcting any issues. That's without you ever lifting a finger. This means that you'll spend less time fine-tuning the screen and more time polishing your footage. If you can afford it, this is the best monitor for video editing overall. Number 4. LG 32U880 UltraFine Ergo. Novice and casual filmmakers and vloggers will appreciate the value the LG 32U880 offers. It's among the most affordable 4K monitors out there that offer 95% DCI P3 color coverage, HDR10 support, and brilliant picture quality, as well as a decently sized screen. It also comes with USB-C connectivity and a hub for all your video editing tools. However, it isn't just for beginners. Experienced editors looking for a more versatile setup will appreciate its extremely flexible mount and stand. Its C-clamp and one-click mount combo not only offers a more minimalist setup but also allows the monitor to move virtually whichever way you want. It lets you extend up to 108 in, adjust the height up to 130 in, tilt up and down 25 degrees, and pivot up to 90 degrees. The arm also swivels up to 280 degrees, which comes in handy especially when you're in a studio setup. We only wish that it's brighter and has better HDR support to meet the exacting demands of pro-level filmmakers. However, the LG 32U-180 certainly has its place in the video editing world. Number 5. ViewSonic VP3268a-4K. Not all video editors and colorists work in the DCI-P3 color space. While DCI-P3 is the color space of choice for cinematic projects, most post-production editors in the broadcast and online industries still rely on Rec. 709. If you're one of them, you'll find the ViewSonic VP3268a-4K is an excellent option. This isn't a newcomer in the monitors market. Rather, it's a modern update to the aging ViewSonic VP3268, bringing in USB-C connectivity to make it even better suited for content creators. There's a lot to love here, including its 100% Rec. 709 and 100% sRGB color gamuts, UHD resolution for more screen real estate, and 350 nits of brightness. It also boasts Phantom validation and higher color accuracy than the original model. It's a great productivity monitor as well if you want to switch gears and send out emails, create contracts, and do some bookkeeping for your business. It costs a bit more than its direct rivals, but that mid-range price makes it affordable even for budding creatives. Number 6. Dell UltraSharp 32 PremierColor UP3218K. This is the best monitor for video editing if you're working with 8K or 6K footage and need a way to view it at full 1 pixel quality. We're not exactly swimming in 8K display options so far, but the Dell UltraSharp UP3218K makes sure that if you do get one, you're getting an absolutely top-tier screen in so many ways. It's about more than just the resolution. You also get 100% Adobe RGB, 100% sRGB, 100% Rec. 709, and 98% DCI-P3 color coverage. Connectivity is a little weaker, with no HDMI 2.1 port. The only connections for 8K support are the dual display port connectors, and there's no USB-C at all. But if you're pushing that many pixels, you're probably used to the idea that it's a bit of a hassle. And at 32 inches, it's a perfectly workable size too, despite the ridiculous number of pixels. Number 7. Acer Concept DC-P3271K. The Acer Concept DC-P3271K Silver $1,000/P1000 price tag may be a hard pill to swallow, even for consumers who aren't looking for cheap options. However, as we noted in our Acer Concept DC-P3271K review, this superb piece of kit boasts a few premium features that make it worth the price for creative professionals. That sweet 4K resolution on a 27-inch panel spot means it's the perfect combination of screen real estate, smaller footprint, and perfectly sized visuals. Meanwhile, the 400 nits of brightness, 99% sRGB and 90% DCI-P3 color gamuts, and Delta E accuracy of less than 1 make it an excellent tool for content creators. In addition, we found its color space coverage claims to be spot on and its color and brightness uniformity good, if not exactly exceptional. And, naturally, we appreciate the inclusion of the shading hood when it's time to unwind after work. The 144 Hz refresh rate, which is relatively new on 4K panels, ensures clean, sharp, and butter-smooth gaming. Number 8. Asus ProArt A320CGK. You don't need to exclusively film footage in HDR to take advantage of a true HDR display, but you do need to be proper pro to justify getting one. HDR displays aren't the cheapest, and the Asus ProArt A320CGK steep price tag proves this. However, if you do have deep pockets, its display HDR 1400 and 1600 nits of peak brightness will blow you away, making it all the more worth your money is its Delta E and LT, one color difference in extensive color space, apart from its 100% sRGB and 99.5% Adobe RGB. It also boasts 98% DCI-P3 and 85% Rec. 2020 gamuts. The panel itself utilizes smaller LED that offer 1,152 local dimming zones for higher contrast and deep blacks. There's plenty of input ports on hand as well, allowing you to spread out and really immerse yourself in your creative process. And, naturally, that 4K resolution takes care of displaying impeccable details. This isn't for novice and budget video editors, but professional designers and content creators would be wise to invest.